Hello, dear friends of fairy tales. This is Jadwiga, your fairy tale teller, and I welcome you to a little story, which is not originally a fairy tale, but a story from Zen Buddhism. And I love these little stories. They're always very short and simple, but there is so much wisdom in them. And maybe you know this story already. It's called The Crossing of the River. And it's talking about two monks, an old one and a young one, who are on their way home to their monastery. They come to a river, and beside that river is a young and beautiful woman sitting, crying terribly. And the monks ask her, "Why do you cry?" And the woman says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My mother is going to die, and I cannot come to her. She's on the other side of the river, and I try to cross that river, but the water is so strong, it just takes me away. And if I don't find help, I won't see her alive. And I have to go over there. So I really, really ask you to help me." And the young monk said, "We are sorry. We cannot do that because we are not allowed to touch women. And the only way to bring you over to the other side would be to carry you. But this is a taboo. No way. So you have to look for another chance." Now the young woman cried even more when the old monk leant down and told her to climb upon his back, which of course the woman did. And together they crossed that river, and it was really hard. It was hard and dangerous and risky, but they made it. And on the other side, the monk let the young woman get off his back and wished her goodbye. The two men went forward, and there was a 10-hour walk before them, and they didn't say a single word, which might be not unusual for monks. But shortly before they reached the monastery, the young monk said, "You know our laws much better than I do. And I wonder, tell me, it is forbidden to touch women, and it was forbidden to carry that woman across the river. Isn't it so?" And the old monk looked at the young one and said, "I dropped her on the other side of the river, but you still carry her with you." Isn't that a beautiful story that tells us how our thoughts can torture us? They can really torture us by turning that hamster wheel ongoing, and we don't see any chance to jump out of that and stop it. And this is exactly what that story means. Sometimes we are trapped in our thoughts. And I know this torture from my history. I had a time where I couldn't stop this wheel, and it was terrible. I tell you, it was terrible. And maybe you know those situations. Most of the time, this is something, an accusation. So somebody has treated us badly in whatever way, and we are still so upset, and we think about what we would tell him, and how to deal with him, and what to say, and how to become the hero in the situation instead of the victim. But the truth is, as long as we run in that hamster wheel, accusing this other person, we give this person power over us. We empower this person to be in our thoughts and to manipulate our thoughts and to lead our thoughts. And the moment we just let go, this other person has no power. We have our power back. And it's the same with self-accusations. They aren't any better. They are even worse. And you probably know it's easy. We have done something. We shouldn't have. We shouldn't have done that. And we regret. And we try to reverse that. Of course, we cannot. It's done. It happened. Yeah. So if you really, really deeply suffer from such a thought, I deeply recommend Byron Katie and her work. She has created a very simple method to become aware and to get rid of these thoughts. It's called The Work, and you can either buy a book or join a seminar or maybe even look online. And these questionnaires, they're really easy. They are just a couple of questions, 5, 6, 8, not more. And when you do that, you throw off a burden. And even if there is not such a big thing for you, it's always worth watching our thoughts. Because for example, I love to accuse our politicians. They make it very easy, don't they? But still, it makes me much more happy when I let go of these thoughts. So I wish you a thoughtless night or a night with wonderful, happy thoughts, whatever, and wish you can keep them. Thank you for joining me until here. I'm happy with a thumb, or when you subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you next time. Bye.